Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools, to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to create here on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Orgy. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive. Incompletion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Physical running, fights off the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And now the running back's got it again. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. You'll recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
And that's good enough for a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Orji. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The offense sets up with a first and goal. Keeping it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sideline. It's Loveland.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's tackled out of the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Orji. Throws a rocket toward the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. First and 10 now for the offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers.
Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And momentum really... First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Orgy. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Handoff running right. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. The Wolverines move into the red zone. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Got him. He's sacked. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And strike up the Michigan band again as the Wolverines, Kirk, are beginning to build a lead and pull away here.
Well, I don't think the biggest Michigan fan in the country could have ever expected this kind of performance by the Wolverines. Everything that they have done has worked, and right now they have a nice, comfortable lead.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete completion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Defense finally makes the stop after a big gain. This offense not throttling back even on the final play. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football where you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To the air, it's Orgy. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is up and no good. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Klein. Touchdown, Michigan. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the handoff again. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? They'll run it here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on 4th down. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Offense moving backwards here. A long way from the goal line now. There's a run call on third and goal. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, this defense is holding on for dear life. They stop him just short of the goal line, and now we've got a fourth and goal. Late in the game, offense against defense. Can the defense step up one more time, get a stop, and hold on?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Quarterback drops back on third and long. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.